Let's cross to our panel live now. Mike Graham, Nicola Thorpe, and let's discuss what you were thinking there. Still joined in the studio as well by Dr. Jan. You were listening to that argument.
No.
Might play out. When it comes to the way this is tried, do you have faith with your knowledge of the US? I know you go there a lot as well as work there a lot and you cover it as a journalist, that we will see a trial that plays out fully, or do you think we're going to see some sort of bargain before we get there?
Well, I think it will play out, but I think the problem here is it shows a very good illustration of why you can't politicise, the law, and you can't use the law to make political points, because basically, as Anne Dershowitz said there, it's all about what Trump believed. You can't say that he made a false claim and therefore that is in some way against the Constitution, because it's not, because they've said it isn't. Now, if Joe's right and he says, well, it's not about what he said, it's about what he did. But again, as Alan says, if he knew that he thought that he had won the election, he was not breaking the law by asking people to investigate it. He was asking them to do the right thing because he thought that the election had been stolen. But let's face it, all these people like Joe as well, who's being a bit holier-than-thou about Donald Trump and saying, this man was trying to bust up something that had been freely voted on. The Democrats have been doing that for a long time. Lots of people have done it in America. Lots of people have done it in... Hang on, Joe. Lots of people have done it in this country. You're talking absolute rubbish. Absolute cobblers.
Joe, go ahead.
Holier-Than-Thou. For the first time in American history, a sitting American president didn't have the balls to accept as an election loss. He didn't have the balls or the decency.
So why does that bother you so much?
Accept the will of the people.
Well done.
You're telling me I'm holier than thou?
You are.
This guy tried to end our damn democracy.
Well, he didn't, though, did he?
Yeah,
but he didn't do it.
Pisses me off.
Why don't you move on and just get over it, Joe? Get over it.
Get over it. The man is going to be the Republican Party nominee, and he has a shot to
and you're helping him. And you're helping him.
Country.
But you're helping him, Joe. You're helping him back to the White House. You're helping him back to the White House with your holier-than-thou attitude. It's ridiculous.
In American history, who else has done this?
Nobody else has done it to anybody else either, because Trump is your... do you think about Trump when you go to sleep at night? Do you have nightmares about him? Move on, man.
Let's bring in Dr. Jan.
Answer the question. What other president in American history refused to participate in the peaceful transfer of power? Tell me.
Well, you know the answer to that, Joe, don't you? But you're so upset about Donald Trump that you can't leave it be.
Of course he's upset about Donald Trump.
You say I'm holier than thou.
You are.
Because
Why are you so upset by that?
By what Donald Trump did to this country. It's a great show.
You do look as if you're not taking this, like somebody who is neutral. You look as if you're obsessed with Trump and you want to stop him from ever becoming president ever again. I think that's right, isn't it? Tell us that's not right.
I'd like him held accountable for what he did. If that's obsessed, then I'm obsessed.
So you want to stop him from getting back into the White House, though, don't you?
Look.
No, if he committed crimes, if he did, Michael, if he did,
right.
I want him held accountable for those crimes.
So you're not sure that he did now?
No, I believe he did, but Michael, we have a process here. He's going to have his day in court. And if a jury of his peers believe he committed crimes, I want him held accountable. Don't you?
Look, Mike, you've made your point. Joe's allowed himself to defend himself as well. Is he helping Trump get into the White House? I think Joe would probably disagree with that.